Hello, everybody. My name is Elainabahm. I'm your psychic medium. Welcome to April's predictions. But before I get into what you need to know for the month of April, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. It really helps out my channel. I greatly appreciate your support. So here we go. What do you need to know for the month of April 2025? Before I get into the cards, I'm going to tell you right now, this is one thing you need to keep in mind. How your April and your May is going to be will kind of be a key indicator of what the rest of the year is going to be like. So if you're trying to start something new career, new business, new beginnings, be very busy for April and May because that will set the tone and the momentum for the rest of this year. So that's just a key tip for you to keep in mind. How your April, May is going to be will be an indicator of what the rest of the year is going to be. So like always, I am going to divide the month by weeks, like I always do. And I'm going to let you know what you need to know in the beginning of the week, near the end of the week. And then after I do all the weeks in April, and there's actually close to 5 weeks in April, so you get an extra bonus reading here, I'm going to pull an angel card and let you know what your angels want you to know for this month. So are you ready? So here we go. All right, first week of April is April 1st to the 5th. Ooh. Remember, when a card pops out, I have to read it because Spirit has picked out that card. I did not pick that card. I still need to pick out my 2 cards. So Spirit has picked out a card for you for the first week of April. Interesting. Okay. There's going to be like, right off the bat, shit's going to happen for you in April, which is actually, it's always good. I always say, bring it on. Let's go. Okay, the card that Spirit picked for you for the first week of April is the Swan. This is a psychic card. There is 54 cards in this deck, and there's only 2 psychic cards, and the Swan is one of those psychic cards. So Spirit really wants you to pay attention to your own psychic gifts and your own intuition. And if you haven't been feeling it, you're noticing your intuition has increased, become more active, be more aware. Have you been more emotional lately and more reactive? Just be really careful on the emotions and your reaction to events, especially after the full moon we had back in March 29th. So everything is amplified, so really watch your reactions to things. But pay attention to your intuition. Spirit really wants you to pay attention to your intuition, especially this first week of April, which totally makes sense because the first card I pulled up for you was the Wasp. You got jealousy and anger around you. This could be with a spouse or partner. This could be with somebody at work. But you got jealousy and anger around you. Be careful of this person. Remember, when a wasp comes around you, you swat it away, don't you? Set boundaries around people. But Spirit is saying, pay attention to your intuition in regards to this person. So this is right off the first week of April, right in the beginning. So someone unkind around you is going to try to throw you under the bus of some sort or blame you for something because they don't want to take responsibility of their own stuff. Enough's enough. Just swat them away. Don't feed into them. Don't give them energy. And you know what? Stop carrying their burdens, and you got to set the story straight. Make things clear with them. At the end of the first week of April, you got birth and rebirth. Until you stand up for yourself and what you believe in and what you're willing to tolerate moving forward, until this happens, then you get birth and rebirth. Now you got new beginnings. So Spirit's automatically saying to you, look, in the first week of April, deal with your stuff. Deal with your stuff that you've been tolerating, putting up with it too long, because we got birth and rebirth waiting for you at the end of this week. But in order for this to happen, pay attention to your intuition and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Just set your boundaries. Tell them, like, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what? I know I've always been a yes person. I know I've always bailed people out and always did things for them. But you know what? I'm tired. I want to work on me, and I don't have time for that. So sorry, you're going to have to take care of your own burdens from now on moving forward. Take your own responsibility of your actions or your choices, because you, my dear, are on your own path to this birth and rebirth. So right off the bat, Spirit saying, let's get to work in the first week of April. All right, so that's the first week of April. What does Spirit want you to know for the second week of April? The second week of April is April 6th to the 12th. Ooh, 2 sacred journey cards. All right, in the first part of the second week of April, so April 6th to the 12th, you got the love card. So no matter what chaos or crap's happening around you, just know there's an abundance of love around you, please. You are so well supported. You're so well protected. You're so well loved. Never forget that. If anything, that's what people are jealous about with you, because, what your partnerships are good. You got a good job, to the outside world, they think you're lucky because everything seems to work out fine for you and everything always looks great to the outside person. Little do they know inside you're like hanging on to threads. You feel like you're drowning in water and you're trying to figure things out. But to the outside world, you look like you got your shit together and, life is full of roses. But I want you to know, no matter what chaos is happening in your life right now, there is an abundance of love. So don't forget that. Don't always focus on what's not working in your life or what's still left to be done. Look at what you do have around you, because you are very well blessed with a lot of love around you. And then the last half of this week, on the second week of April, you have movement. So this is an action card. You're either moving houses, moving apartments, moving your residence of where you're living, or this is movement at work coming towards you. So either way, it doesn't matter whether it's for your private residence or for your career. This is a fortunate omen. This is a good sign. This movement is going to be fantastic for you because it's going to take you to the next level and to these new beginnings that Spirit wants to show you and lead you towards. So be aware, pay attention, listen to the signs, because opportunities are coming to you right off the bat in April. And because Spirit wants to get you moving into a place of action rather than contemplation. So I absolutely love that. So expect some movement to happen. Always exciting. Let me know where you're going. All right. The third week of April is April 13th to the 19th. Ooh. So I had a card pop out for this third week. What do you need to know for the third week of April? April 13th to the 19th. Okay. So the card that popped out for the third week of April is the Stag. The Stag says, can you hold your head up high and be proud of yourself? The Stag is always about pride and leadership. Remember, the Stag takes you onto higher grounds where you're looking out, and the Stag holds his head up high because they're proud. They've done good. And so Spirit really wants you to say, okay, can you just stop? Look what you've accomplished. Look at the love and support and light around you and just be grateful. Stop looking at the glass is half empty. What's still left to be done? What's still left to fix? Stop. Look at what you've accomplished and where you're at and hold your head up high. You've done well. So take a moment and literally give yourself a pat on the back. And the card I pulled out for the beginning of the third week of April is the Cat. My dear, why are you letting fear run this show? I don't understand that. Why are you letting your self-doubt and your limiting thoughts stop you from doing what it is you want to do? Like, why? Because the Cat is telling you, my dear, you're like a cat. You will always land on your feet and you have 9 lives. Now, the Cat also comes with a message. The Cat says, I need you to set boundaries around people. Not everyone around you is like-minded, and not everyone around you has the same intentions as you. There are people around you that just want to bring you down. It's like crabs in a bucket. When you go on the beach and you collect crabs, you never need a lid for that bucket. Why? Because as one crab climbs out, another crab will grab it and pull it down. So you have people around you that are like those crabs that just want to pull you down to where their level is, because their life's not going the greatest, so your life can't be going the greatest. So the Cat is saying to you, look, I know you got these people around you, and sometimes these people are your family. You can't get rid of them. Just set boundaries around them. So don't tell them everything what you're planning on do or what you're aspiring to do by the end of the year. Just kind of keep your mouth shut a little bit around people around you. The last half of this week, the third week of April, what do you got to do? You got the Frog. The Frog says it's time to clean house. Time to clean house. There's no room in your life right now and where you're going for clutter, for emotional baggage, from past crap that you're bringing into this part. So time to clean house. Now with this card, it could literally be that junk drawer in your house or that closet you've been meaning to get to that you haven't been able to get to. Start there. So this weekend, get into that junk drawer or get into that closet, purge everything you don't need anymore or you're not using. I have a rule. If I didn't pull it out in 2 weeks or use it in 2 years. If I didn't pull it out within 2 years and if I haven't used it in 2 years, it's gone. Otherwise, it just collects dust on a shelf somewhere, right? And that's what our life becomes. A bunch of stuff on a shelf that's collecting dust. Well, you have no place to carry that emotional baggage that's just collecting dust into your new chapter of your life. So time to clean house and stop carrying other people's burdens. Stop fixing things for other people all the time. So do you have that one person in your life that constantly asks you for your advice, but they want you to fix it for them because they don't want to do the work? One, they don't want to take responsibility of their ownership. And two, they don't want to do the work to fix it. So they want you to fix it. But the problem is you have been fixing things for people. And guess what? It's going to stop. It's going to stop because it's your turn now. It's your time. It's not nobody else's time. This isn't the time to be the saint where you're saving everybody else and you're leading everybody else to their success and you're supposed to be in the shadows. Absolutely not. It's reversed now. It's your turn. All right. What do you need to know for the 4th week of April? Now, I already had a card fly out for you for this 4th week. The 4th week is April 20th to the 26th. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I get excited. I've used these cards a million times and I get excited the way they come out in pairs. And it always amazes me, even though I've been doing this for so long. All right, the 4th week of April, Spirit has picked a card for you called the Lady of the Lake. Now, if you look at the Lady of the Lake, she's standing tall. She has a sword in her hands. She's courageous and she's confident. This is you. She's powerful. Don't ever think anything less of yourself. This is you. However, when the Lady of the Lake appears, she demands complete truth and honesty from you. So basically, Spirit's saying, talk to me. Tell me what's working in your life and what's not working in your life. Tell me where you need guidance and where you need a little nudging. Because you got to remember, the universe doesn't know the difference between positive or negative. It just gives you what you want to manifest and your repetitive thoughts. So remember, that's why thoughts are so important, right? Because the universe does not know the difference between negative and positive. So if you're always negative, guess what you're going to get in your life? Always negative. But when the Lady of the Lake appears, she actually wants specifics. What's working in your life? What's not working in your life? So on a table, get a sheet of paper and write everything down. What do you like and what's happening in your life? What don't you like? Because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. And then give it to your angels. Saying, angels, I can't figure out my finances, or I can't figure out this partnership, whether it's going somewhere or it's not going somewhere. Whatever it is, give it to your angels. But you got to be clear of what's not working in your life. And give it to your angels to help you and guide you and maneuver through it. Because they will. You're not in this life alone. And that boggles my mind because people think they're in this alone to figure stuff out on their own. You're absolutely not. That's what your angels are for, to help guide you and lead you. But the Lady of the Lake needs to know what's working in your life and what's not. Because changes are coming and changes are going to come quick in this month and they're going to happen big time this year. Okay, so that was the card Angels Spirit picked for you. Now the cards I picked for you, the first part of this week, this is the 4th week of April, you got the Raven. I love the Raven because the Raven always reminds you there is no such thing as coincidences. Everything is about synchronicity of events. So the crap you had to go through in the past has brought you to this point where you are today. And ask yourself, would you be where you are today if you didn't go through what you went through in the past? Probably not. But here's the thing, this is not your end point. Remember, this is just a point in your life. You're at another point on your timeline, on your lifeline. You're just at a different location on your timeline. So everything's about synchronicity events. And the message I'm getting from Spirit to tell you is stop forcing things to happen. Because when the Raven shows up, the Raven's saying, whoa, slow down here. Stop forcing things to happen. Everything is already pre-planned, and it's a synchronicity of events. It comes down to divine timing. And unfortunately, we cannot control divine timing. Only Spirit can. So enjoy the process, enjoy the ride, but pay attention. Who are the people who've recently come into your life or have shown back up into your life that you haven't seen or spoken to in years? Why are they back into your life? Look at the events that are happening to you around work. Is there a lot of movement happening? Is there a lot of chaos happening? Yeah, because it's a reshuffling happening. Just remember, storms come into our lives to clear the path. They don't come into our lives because to irritate us or piss us off. They come to clear the path. So all you can do is you got to get through the storm. Stand back and become more aware. So Spirit's really telling you right now in this fourth week of April, in the beginning of April, honey, don't force things to happen. We're in control here. So just be aware and pay attention to the spiritual signs that are around you. Birds, double digits, 1111s. Do you smell flowers? Do you smell perfumes? That's from your loved ones. You're exactly where you should be because Spirit has you where you need to be to where Spirit wants you to get going. And the last half of this week, my dear, you got pure joy. So wherever the synchronicity of events is taking you, it's taking you to pure joy and happiness. So no need to be fearful, no need to worry. So if you're worried that a contract's not going to go through or like your new venture's not going to take off, you have absolutely nothing to worry about because you got pure joy. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It seems like this month so far is a month of action and you're really going to start seeing the fruits of your labor in this month. Absolutely love it because remember, what happens in April and May is going to dictate how busy you're going to be for the rest of the year. All right, last week of April. And the 5th week of April is April 27th to April 30th. So it's only 4 days, but I still count it as a week. April 27th to April 30th. What do you need to know? When the cards all spill out, it tells a big whole story. And for this last week of April, in the beginning of the April, you got the spider. The spider's all about creative projects. So expect an opportunity to literally land in your lap or an opportunity or a project of some sort to present itself in front of you. Take it. It's a fortunate omen. It's going to be a great project. It's going to it's nudging you into a little bit of a different direction, but it's exactly where you should be going because you're heading towards doing what your passion actually is. And if you don't know what your passion is or what your purpose is, book a session with me and we can clarify all of that for you in an hour's time, in an hour's reading. But expect an opportunity to show up in your lab in the beginning of this week. I'm so excited for you. Because the last half of this week, you got wealth. Okay, wealth is money. It's not an abundance of materialistic things. It's not an abundance of love and support. You've already had that. This wealth is money. So whatever this creative project is, it's bringing you some money, honey. So don't underestimate yourself. Remember, everything's all about synchronicity of events, but it's leading you to doing what it is you absolutely love doing and what you want to be doing, and it's bringing money to you. So bring on the money. All right, that's April. I mean, I really didn't get any red flags for the month of April for you. Just that wasp. Just set your boundaries around people around you who are jealous or angry about you. Listen, other people's insecurities, not your problem. Just remember that. This is about you, and stop fixing things for other people. This month is not about you fixing things for other people. Sure, love and support them, but don't waste a lot of your energy and your time fixing their mistakes. It's about time they, put on their big boy pants or big girl pants and take responsibility of their choices, and they got to clean up their own stuff. It's not for you to clean up, so stop cleaning up other people's stuff. All right, let's pull a couple angel messages for you. These are messages directly from your angels that they want to tell you. Let's see what they want to tell you. Oh, I got 2 that flew out. Ooh, 3 that flies out. And I'm going to pick an angel card. I want to pick this one. All right. All right, so your angels had 3 messages for you. The first one was Akasha. I love Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So how many of you watching this right now are intuitive and you have psychic abilities and you know it, but you're not doing anything with them? Hello, wake up call. You're meant to do something with them. And I'm not saying you're meant to be a YouTuber or do this for a living like I do, but don't underestimate your spiritual gifts. They are meant to awaken people and to help people. You have that ability. You have that power. Use it. Don't question it. So like when I was a teenager or even in young adulthood, I mean, I'm 45 years old right now. I would know things. So that's clear cognizance. You just have a sense of knowing something's going to happen, or you know how something's going to work out, and you have nothing to back it up. You have no rhyme or reason why you think it. You just know it. But when you're younger, you think it's coincidences, right? Oh, it was just a lucky guess, a lucky guess, a lucky guess. Well, your lucky guesses happen way too often. It's not a lucky guess. So Spirit wants to tell you, a lot of you are watching this, you are a spiritual teacher like myself. You have these gifts. Start using them. And if you don't want to use them towards the public like I do, use them for yourself. Start listening to your gut instincts and start listening to your own psychic abilities to help you navigate the next chapter in your life. Because remember, you're not alone. And then I got Maya for you. Spirit wanted me to tell you, schooling, studying, and education helps your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So are you thinking about taking some sort of workshop or online course? Because I'm seeing a lot of schooling coming up. Take it. If you've been humming and hawing about a workshop course or a weekend course, take it. It's going to take you to the next level. It's going to really help you big time. And then I got Daniel, the angel of Daniel. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So do you and your partner feel like you're a little bit disconnected right now? That's just because life has gotten really busy and you're both become on different paths, doing your own thing, and then you don't have time to come together. So just note that your marriage, angels really want you to know that your marriage or your partnership with your partner is going to start rebuilding, healing, and there's a coming up together. So the chaos is not always going to happen. Just note that. Now, the angel card I picked was Francesca. Francesca says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will only block your progress. Well, doesn't that go hand in hand with the Lady of the Lake? She demands total truth. What do you want in your life right now? What's working? What's not working? Visualize what it is you want, because negativity only blocks your progress, because what you want will come to fruition. Listen, everybody, I love your April reading. There's not a lot of red flags. The whole point of April is take action, please. When something shows up, take advantage of it. Take advantage of the energies. Take advantage of the opportunities. Don't hum and haw. Don't second guess yourself. All this movement is going to be very fortunate. April's going to be busy. Like I said, April and May are going to dictate the rest of the year for you, of how the rest of the year is going to go for you, whether it's slow pace, faster pace, successful pace. So really get honed in on April because it's an action month. And take advantage of the energies and opportunities that show up, please. Don't sit and humming and hawing, and don't let imposter syndrome stop you from going to the next level. The imposter syndrome. Why would people come to see me do this? Why would anybody pay the money for me to do this service? Forget the imposter syndrome. You're absolutely supposed to do what it is you were meant to do. You're a spiritual teacher like myself. Start using your psychic gifts and your intuition, because it's going to lead you to the next part of your life. So that's my April predictions. I'm so excited for you. Let me know what shows up for you, especially the movement and when the wealth shows up. Take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.